Hello, sixth graders. I want to welcome you all to InfoTech Bootcamp. My name is Sergeant Roth, and I will be your sergeant for this next semester. Now, you may have noticed that you have received or will be receiving a beautiful brand new laptop from Spencerport. Before we go on, I want to show you some of the things that you should and should not be doing with your laptop. I know in fifth grade you were able to bring them home at the end of the year to have at home. But this is the first opportunity you're going to have your laptop that you're going to take and you're going to be responsible to bring it to every class and home and back again. So let's get started. Purpose for your laptop, and that is to do all of your schoolwork. This is not a laptop that's designed for gaming. This is not a laptop that's designed for social media. This is a laptop that you will use to help you complete your schoolwork. And that needs to be priority number one when you use your laptop. You have a few responsibilities with it. I know you're going to hear that word responsibility a whole lot this week from your teachers. It's a sixth grade word we like to use a lot. You have a few responsibilities. First of all, make sure it's working every single day. If it's not, you're going to follow troubleshooting tips to help you figure out what's wrong. Okay? All of your teachers, if all we did all day was run around and try to fix your computers, we wouldn't have time to actually teach. So we are going to teach you how to take care of some of those things. If for some reason you can't fix it yourself, we need to go further, it's going to be your responsibility to go to the help desk at school or call the help desk from home. Like I said at the beginning, this is a laptop that is designed for schoolwork, not for gaming. So please do not add any apps or extensions unless your teacher says to for schoolwork. And extensions even mean those funky little pointers that you can use to make your screens look nice and pretty, or an extension that'll make it snow on your screen, or a little game you can play off in the corner of a website. All of those things have the potential to mess with your computer and download viruses. Even though you might not think you're downloading a virus, by clicking on one of those buttons, it might authorize your computer to download other viruses. You already are hopefully aware of your OneDrive. Your OneDrive is the cloud where you save all of your documents. Every project that you're going to work on, you're going to have so many things saved in your OneDrive. But you have to be the one to choose to save it on your OneDrive. If you don't save it there, it probably will be lost. So we're going to be training you, myself and all of your other sixth grade teachers, we're going to be training you to save everything on that OneDrive. So where are you going to save it? All right. We have had a lot of cases where kids' computers have broken or they've had to be swapped out. The computer you get the first week of school very well won't be the computer you have at the end of the school year. That's just what happens. Okay, so if you don't save things to your OneDrive, they won't be carried over onto the new computer. The only stuff that will be carried from computer to computer to computer is the files that you have saved to your OneDrive. So that's actually going to be our next big thing that we're going to do in IT class is set up your OneDrive and set up your folders so that way we don't have to worry about anything being lost or disappearing. Okay? While you're at school, you're going to get a sleeve for your laptop. It might look something like this with the zipper on the top. It might have another pocket. It might not. When you're not using your laptop, it needs to be in here. Okay? It'll just make it easier for you to carry it around, and it'll be better protection in case it falls down or gets knocked off a table or something like that. When you're carrying it around, if for some reason you're moving locations or you're switching rooms, if it's not in the bag, which then could be in your backpack, please use two hands to carry it and just beware of swinging bags in the hallway. If two laptops bump into each other in the hallway, even if they're in their bags, there's a chance that one of them might break. All right, like I had said before, use two hands to carry it. You're a lot less likely to drop it if you're carrying it with two hands and if you're just carrying it with one. Okay, I know this is an old one, but for demonstration purposes. Okay, I'm going to ask that when you do carry it around, like I said, use two hands. Always carry it from the bottom. If it's open, don't carry it like this. These little hinges that hold your laptop open, they get weak pretty quickly. And they will loosen up pretty quickly. If you're constantly carrying it around like this, it won't be able to hold its shape anymore. And so when you set it on a table, it might flop back kind of the wide way. So please carry it from the bottom. The other thing is these laptops, the new ones do open up pretty far, almost to flat. But again, those little joints will get weak over time. Your laptops do not flip all the way around to a yoga. They're not like that, but they do open up pretty wide. Please don't do that unless you actually need to for a filming or something like that. All right. When you're walking in the halls, take a good look at these kids. Don't they look cute? Okay, you see they're carrying their laptop with two hands. They're not running. They're not balancing. They're not working on their pizza walk. Okay, you could be the best pizza walker in the world, but if somebody bumps into you in the hallway, this thing is going down. And if it goes down, it's going to break. And you're going to have to get it replaced. And your parents will not be very happy with you. Okay. This is a little bit different because in years past, I would say, okay, you guys are bringing your computers home every night. You are bringing your computers home every night, but they're not coming back the next day. They're staying at home for a couple days. And I know for me, bringing my laptop home for a couple of days at a time in the springtime, there are a few things that came up that I was not prepared for, okay? It needs to be charged every night, okay? You kind of already figured out you're not going to be allowed to move around too much in your classrooms. So if your battery is dead, you might not be able to plug it in because there might not be a place for you to go. Okay, so please make sure that when you come to school every single day, your battery is charged. Okay, keep it in a safe place. I know in my house, I caught myself a couple times leaving my laptop on the couch, and then a few minutes later, my son would come climb up on the couch and start jumping around, and he'd be very close to jumping on the laptop. That would be bad, or knocking it off. Okay, if you have little kids at your house, if you have animals at your house, you know what I'm talking about. Put your laptop in a safe place. When you're done with it, I wouldn't just throw it to the side. Actually have a place that you put it so that nothing happens to it when you're not using it. Okay. Also, just put it somewhere where you'll remember to bring it back. Might not be a bad idea when you're finished with your laptop. Just put it right back in your backpack so it's ready to come to school the next day. You're going to find, even on the days you're in school, it's pretty impossible to do 6th grade without a laptop. Okay, you're going to find that it's not very fun to be writing certain things down that would have been so much easier if you could have just done it on the computer. So please make sure that you bring your laptop every day. Most kids only forget their laptop once before they realize that they need to have it and they need to remember it. So as soon as you're done with your laptop, just put it right back in your bag to come back to school the next day, and then you're not running around in the morning looking for everything. Okay, and then finally, please make sure you restart your computer daily. I had so many kids messaging me over break saying that certain things weren't working on their computer, and come to find out, all they needed to do was restart it, that there were updates that needed to be done or something that just wasn't working quite right. If you restart your computer every single day, you shouldn't have too many problems with that. All right. Also, while you're at home, please put this on a table or desk. Maybe not sitting on the couch on your lap, if you can help it. Put it back in the sleeve in your backpack when you're not using it. And also store the cords. If you've got small animals or kids, you know what I'm talking about. Cats love to chew on cords. All right, we talk about this a lot. But if something happens to your laptop, it is your responsibility. So if your little baby brother broke your laptop, your little baby brother's not going to repair it. You are going to have to get it repaired. Your cat is not responsible for your computer being broken because you left the cords out. Okay, so please make sure that you are taking really good care of this so that it will last you till 8th grade, because that's what these are supposed to be for. Okay, I use this word etiquette a lot. Laptop etiquette. Please don't touch anybody's laptop. I know that's a big 5th grade thing that kids love to do, is to just reach over and mess with somebody's screen. Obviously, this year it's going to be a little bit harder to touch other people's computers, but it's also extra important to not be touching other people's computers, okay? Your hands should really be the only ones touching your computer. Even if somebody is struggling, you can still talk them through the help instead of reaching over and touching it for them, okay? Only have windows open for things you need, all right? By the end of the school day, you shouldn't have web browser windows open for every single file that you've worked on in every single Schoology course that you have. When you're finished with the class, close it out. Trust me, it's much better for your brain to not have those many things happening while you're at school, okay? And then also, too, while you're in class, your teacher will probably have some sort of command for you when it comes to closing your laptop or just turning it around for attention. What I usually do with my students is I have them close their laptop and then turn it around so that the opening faces away from them. That way you're not tempted to take a peek at what's going on your laptop. if your laptop is open and it's facing you, or it's closed and it's facing you, you're going to want to peek. That's normal. But just make sure that it'll be facing away. That's the command we'll use. Some of your teachers might use something different though. All right. Again, you have a sleeve that's used for protection. It's not meant to be a replacement for a backpack. Okay, you still need to have a backpack with folders and notebooks and your agendas and planners and pencils and things like that. I really wouldn't put anything more in there than a laptop, maybe a couple pencils, but you get to carry backpacks this year, so it's really not going to be that big of a deal. All right, everything on your computer will be labeled. In fact, this computer, even though it's old, it's already got the 2 labels on it. One label will have your name on it, and another label will have a code. These both need to be on your computer all the time. Okay, if it starts to peel off, let me know, or go to the help desk and let them know. They'll get you a new one. But these are how we identify your computers. If we call the help desk and say your computer needs to be fixed and they can't locate it because you don't have that number sticker on there anymore, it's going to be hard for them to fix it and to keep track of it. Okay, and then also too, if you leave it behind, we know immediately who the laptop belongs to. We try to keep the bags and chargers labeled as well, though I don't think we'll have chargers much in school. But you should still have 2 labels on this computer at all times. The other thing that's really important, you will not put any other labels on this computer. No other stickers or decals or anything like that. Even if it's removable, because I got to be honest, nothing is removable when the temperature gets up to 85 degrees. That glue will melt and stick, and it doesn't work well. If something was to happen to these computers, you would lose all your stickers anyways. You'll get a blank one, and it's really hard to get them off even if they are removable. Like I said earlier, the computer you start the year out with is probably not the computer you're going to end the year with. So it's not really necessary to put all kinds of stickers and things on there. If you want to put like a keychain on your laptop bag or something so that it's easier for you to find, go right ahead, but nothing sticky on these things. That's just something that they've requested over at the district that we want to stick with as well. All right, if you have any issues that we can't fix in class, there's a help desk. It's across the hall from the library, room 101. Mrs. Hanley will be in there. She's fantastic. And if it's something that we can't fix, or if you're at home, this is the number for the help desk. You can call them and they can help you. Even if you're at home, they should be able to walk you through what's happening on your computer. All right, if for some reason your computer is broken, they'll take it, they'll fix it, and they'll just hand you a new one so you don't have to wait for it to be fixed, because it can take a while. Your parents likely, hopefully, paid for insurance. If the screen is broken, it does cost $25 to get that replaced, even if you have the insurance, just because screens are very expensive to replace. But that's something that, if that happens to you, we'll take care of it when it does. Okay? And then finally, is there any other questions that you might have for me about these laptops? All right. Thank you for coming to boot camp. Hopefully you are ready to go and in tip-top shape. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me. Next time we meet, we'll talk about setting up OneDrive and folders. All right. Good luck.